you have to do it. Like,
and she's a hypnotherapist.
yeah, because I never did this kind of hypnosis.
Mhm.
It's completely different. And I have so many understanding while you were speaking. It's crazy the sensation when you put me on trance.
Mhm.
I can feel in my body like it's like taking drugs. It's like
That's the second already. So she knows what to expect. Anyone that doesn't know what to expect, it's completely different, but very similar at the same time. It's a bit of both. So just get yourself nice and comfortable, however you want to sit with your feet. There you go, perfect. So what actually is the problem?
So I keep having like cystitis or UTI a lot.
Okay.
Like the normal range is 1 for a year, is not that bad. Me, it can be like every 6 months. Sometimes it has been every month. So
Sometimes it's every 6 months, sometimes it's every month.
Yes.
Okay.
And actually doing an hypnosis once, it started being less recurrent. So I know that
Right.
the problem is here.
Okay.
So I want to figure out what is happening, why I keep having them.
Okay. So the UTI is coming up sometimes every month. What's it like at the moment? Is it?
Now it's been 6 months, every 6 months.
Okay.
Before it was every month.
Okay. And now being every 6 months, what does that sort of mean to you?
So for me, it's like I don't know if it's very weird.
There you go. No, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't achieve to figure it out. I don't know what it is.
Right.
I feel like it's very weird.
There you go. There you go. What's that? What's coming up for you?
I'm feeling kind of anxious, kind of like panic attack, kind of.
You're perfectly safe.
I'm sweating.
You're perfectly safe.
Like when I take weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I can't focus.
Okay. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out and let go. There you go. What's stopping you from focusing now?
My emotions.
Okay. And what emotions are stopping you from focusing now?
Anxiety.
Okay.
Like anxiety here.
Why is the anxiety coming up? There you go. There you go. Keep doing that.
Because I feel I'm letting go.
You're letting go?
Yes.
Letting go of what?
It's like when... It's like the void.
The void. You're letting go of the void now? Okay.
It's like I'm in the void.
You're in the void. And you feel like you're letting go of what?
Thoughts.
Thoughts. Thoughts can go and you can go to that void. Is that void a safe place for you?
No, completely.
Not
Like
completely?
yes and no.
Okay. What makes it not safe?
That I can kind of get lost inside.
Okay. Okay. So what's coming up for you right now?
It's something that is disturbing.
It's disturbing. Okay. What's disturbing?
In my body feels like I'm weak. It feels like I can lose control.
Okay. You feel like you can lose control? Or you feel like you want to lose control?
Both.
Both? Why do you want to lose control? There you go. What was that?
Because it's tiring.
It's tiring. Right. What about it makes it tiring, Claudia?
Having to be in the mind.
Having to be in the mind. So what makes you have to be in the mind right now?
Just life, you know, like my business, my relationship, life in general. So I I stay too much in my mind.
You stay too much in your mind. And then what does that cause you?
Stress.
That causes you stress. Where do you feel that stress? Okay, perfect.
More in the lower part of my body.
Okay,
My
so what's
belly.
up here right now?
Anxiety.
And then stress down here?
Here is like burns and
Burns?
yeah, like
Okay,
frustration kind of like.
okay. Frustration. What's the frustration?
It's against myself. Like,
Right. There you go.
It's like why, and it's like I want to go out, and I keep staying there,
Right.
and I get mad at me.
And then you get mad at you, even though it wants to go out, but you don't let it out. Kind of like how, kind of like how a child whose parent won't let them out will sneak out, won't they? When the parents aren't looking. And then something always comes up, which can be a negative, quote unquote, negative situation. So why are you stopping yourself from going out now? There you go. There you go. Keep doing that.
The thing that comes is like I can't go out.
You can't go out. Why? What's stopping you from going out?
What if something happened?
There you go. Because it's safer in there, isn't it? Because what if something happens? What if you won the lottery? What would you do?
I don't know.
But that's an exciting what if, isn't it? An exciting something. So there's always good and there's always bad of something, isn't there?
I won't worry if I have the lottery.
You wouldn't worry, would you?
I don't worry. I will be like, ah.
I'll buy 10 apartments.
I can do whatever I want, and I don't have to worry to do, you know.
But that's still something. So why don't you worry about that?
Because I don't have the pressure.
Because you don't have the pressure. The pressure of what?
Having to do it.
Every day.
Yeah. I can
Takes
do
out.
it when I want.
You can do it when you want. Right. So what's the frustration for?
It's like, again, it's against myself. It's like I have the pressure because I have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to do it, and
Why do you have to do it? And what do you have to specifically do?
now when I say this, I think of my business.
Okay.
So I have to do it instead of like I want to do it.
Right. And what's this related to? The frustration and stress down here. How's that related?
It's pressure.
It's pressure.
I put myself pressure because I have to do it.
So you put yourself under pressure because you have to do it. So what would happen if that changed?
I let it go.
You would, wouldn't you? So what if you didn't have to do it anymore? You chose to do it.
I don't know how to choose anymore. I feel like I've chosen before,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm not choosing anymore.
What's stopping you from choosing? There you go. What was that?
Is because before was coming from a need.
Mm-hmm.
From today, I'm not doing it for the same reason, and I don't know what is the reason.
There you go. So you're not doing it for the same reason. What was the reason before?
Money.
What's
money,
the reason
money,
now?
Money. I don't find it.
So what would happen if you did find the reason why you're doing what you're doing? There you go. What would that do for you, Claudia?
It makes me feel good. Like, it's for pleasure,
What
It's
business?
Yes,
Okay.
but I feel there both like the same thing is connected to my relationship. Like I'm kind of letting life bring me without being
Too structured.
Right. Intentional.
Okay. So you're just more flowing with it.
Yeah, and before I've always been.
It would have to be here by this point, there by that point, there by this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't find myself in this
Flow.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad being in the flow?
I'm not used to it, and it stresses me.
Okay. Is it good or is it bad for you, in your opinion?
No.
It's not good.
No.
So why do you do it? What's making you do it?
Because I'm less in the mind when I flow, but in the same time, should I have to be more structured. I have to be more.
Mm-hmm.
This is why.
So if you were more structured, would that solve the problem?
No.
No. So how is it related to the problem? There you go. There you go.
Again, I am lost again. I'm lost again. I feel lost again.
There you go. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly safe.
I don't understand. Like I don't connect
Okay.
the question.
It's perfectly fine. Okay, so how is all of what we just spoke about related to the frustration and stress?
And now I feel like I'm angry and I want to break everything and I want to like fuck everything, and like fuck society, fuck money, fuck business, fuck this, and I just want to do that, but I can't.
What is this?
Flow.
You just want to flow.
Yeah, but I can't.
What's stopping you from flowing now?
I have to do things here. I have to have structure. I have to get money. I have to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I want to let go, but I don't know how.
Mm-hmm. What if you could flow at the same time as being structured and have that balance of the flow and the structure? How would that help you?
I've been so like this, then now I don't know how to balance. Then I'm being too much in the opposite side, and now
Right.
I don't know how to find the balance of both.
So you know how to be very structured.
Yeah, I know.
And you know
to
how to flow. But the struggle is doing them both together, right? And that doesn't exactly mean flowing at the same time as structuring. It may be going from structuring to then flowing. Because you can't feel anxious at the same time as feeling happy or proud. You can't feel grateful at the same time as feeling angry. But you can feel grateful in a moment. And then something could change that could make you feel angry, right? Just like before we started the session, you were feeling perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that anxiety came up.
Yeah.
Something changed and shifted. What if you could be the change and the shift and that lever in your mind to go from structure to flow? What's getting in the way of you being that lever for structure and for flow?
I'm afraid of like structure is too much in the mind, and flow is to flow.
Okay.
It's to letting go.
Okay. And you want to let go, don't you?
Yeah, but I had panic attack. Like
There you go. When
I let go of the mind, when I understand that I was in the mind, I start having panic attack. I start having anxiety. So I won't let go, but like even now the trance I was feeling, see how I feel it,
Yeah.
is a let go that is like scary.
Okay.
Because I lived a panic attack before.
Yes.
I,
So what about letting go is scary for you?
that I become crazy.
There you go. And what about that is actually a truth, a reality? Why would you become crazy?
Because I don't know who I am. I'm like detached from the reality.
Right.
And observing everything from outside, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. It's
Okay.
like between
worlds.
Yes, it's between wanting to go and then wanting
to stay.
control, wanting to
Right.
go, wanting control.
So what about that is scary, having control and also flowing?
Can you repeat?
What is scary about having control and also having flow?
I don't know how to do it.
You sure?
I feel like, okay, I see what you mean when it's like moments of flow and moments
There you go.
of structure, moments.
There you go.
I feel like I had to, in my mind, I had to...
Have one or the other.
Yeah.
But you can have moments of flow.
Yeah, I wasn't seeing it
structure.
like this.
Right, so what if you did see it like that? So what if you did see it like that?
I relax.
There you go, you'd relax, wouldn't you?
Because it's normal, okay, I control, okay,
there
now
you go.
I'm flow, okay, I'm control, now I'm flow, but it's not, like I'm judging when I'm in flow, I'm judging when I'm control.
There you go. So where in your body do you feel the most relaxed right now, Claudia?
In this lower part.
Okay, perfect. I want you to feel that relaxation in the lower part. And just breathe into it. And feel that relaxation beginning to spread. There you go. Further and wider. As if you can feel yourself relaxing even more. Every moment that passes, you will begin, there you go, to relax now. There you go. You're perfectly safe. Perfectly safe. Perfectly safe. There you go. Take a breath in. Breathe out and let go. You're perfectly safe. And you can notice your eyes blinking even more, can't you? And it's as if they want to close. Or maybe they want to stay open. Whatever feels right for you. There you go. There you go. You're perfectly safe. The sound of my voice keeps you perfectly safe, Claudia. Because as you listen to the sound of my voice, it's as if that relaxation is just spreading around your body now. And as if you can let go. Your body has been trying to keep you safe. Your body has been trying to keep you relaxed now. And you can spread that relaxation all the way around your body. All the way around your body now. Because there's a part of you that's trying to protect you. And that's ultimate self-love. So despite the part of you that wants to hold on, it's only doing it from a place of love. And as you go deeper down, you can feel yourself relaxing even more just by listening to my voice. Because what would happen, Claudia, if you could finally let go now? What would that do for you? What needs to happen? Because I know that you have all the answers that you need in order to solve this problem. I'm merely just a vessel to get you to this place, to solve this problem now. There you go, you're perfectly safe. You're perfectly safe. What needs to happen, Claudia, in order for you to reach that place now? There you go. There you go. Keep doing that. You're perfectly safe. You're perfectly safe. As this perfectly safe place is a place where you can. That's right, let it go. There you go. There you go. It's as if it's all beginning to make sense now. There you go. What was that? There you go. Just notice what that was. There you go. It's perfectly okay for you to talk. What's coming up for you right now? There you go. You're perfectly safe.
It's like at the same time there is something here, and at the same time it's releasing.
Mm-hmm. What would help it release much easier?
I feel like I feel more relaxed. Yeah.
There you go. You feel more relaxed, don't you? And what would have to happen, Claudia, for you to completely release that energy in your throat? There you go. There you go.
I keep listening, balance.
There you go. So what would happen if you began to balance now? Just like a tightrope walking across a canyon. If they're too much in that structure energy, they're going to fall off to the left. If they're too much in the flow, they're going to fall off to the right. But if they walk perfectly on that slack line, in total balance, they will reach the other side and get to their outcome, won't they? There you go. So how can you become, there you go, the slack liner, the tightrope walker of your journey?
feel like it's because I'm in balance. It's because I'm in balance.
There you go. Because you're imbalanced.
Um,
So what if you were in balance? You don't even have to change the word. You just have to just put a space there.
I'm creating in my body an environment that helps bacteria because I'm in balance. This is what I'm understanding.
There you go. So if you were balanced, the bacteria wouldn't be created, would it? There you go. If you were in balance, there you go. It's all beginning to make sense now, isn't it? So what would need to happen for you to create balance again? To be completely balanced?
Responsibility.
There you go. Responsibility for what?
Me. Because being on the floor doesn't mean just this is a choice.
There you go.
So there is structure behind.
Mm-hmm.
So there is balance.
There you go. There you go. Accept that. You can, can't you?
I feel pressure
Where do you feel the pressure?
here.
There you go. What's making it feel like pressure?
Now I have to control that I'm in balance. Like the control part.
Mm-hmm. The control part is giving you pressure. So what would happen if you flowed into this right now? How is that different?
There is a part of what you said that is like I can accept the mistake.
It connects with the mistake?
I can accept.
Oh, you can accept. Perfect.
Like is this pressure of being in perfect balance all the time, because otherwise something bad happened.
Right. So you need to know that you don't need to be in perfect balance all the time. Because when you think about it, if we use the analogy of the tightrope walker, for every one tightrope walk they do, how many practices do they do about 5 inches from the ground? Where they have places that if they mess up, they don't fall. What if you didn't have to tightrope walk across the canyon? You only had to tightrope walk along the ground. How would that help you?
It's easier.
Say again?
It's easier.
It's much easier, isn't it? Because if you put a tightrope across a canyon and said, I'll give you £1,000 to walk across it, it's not worth it for me. But if you put the exact tightrope, or even smaller, about that far off the ground, I'd do it for free, because there's no fear behind it. And sometimes we put these canyon-sized imaginations on an inch reality.
Yeah, I was like it has to be perfect.
It doesn't have to be perfect, does it?
No.
Nothing has to be perfect. Because the only way to truly be perfect is to be imperfect. There's not one person in this world who is perfect right now, is there? Especially not me, especially not you, no one. People may love and adore them, but what they really adore is their imperfections. Don't they? So what's coming up for you right now?
I feel here.
Yeah, what do you feel?
Kind of burns.
There you go. What would have to happen for you to put that fire out?
Play. It's like I'm putting like is what I see is me playing, but like because it's too serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's too, and it's just a game.
Yes.
Everything.
Right.
And
What, life in
I'm
general
not-
is just
yeah,
a game?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not seeing it because I there is this protection thing.
Right.
And when you said that, I saw literally me dancing, playing
Mhm.
in my head.
Amazing.
Mm.
What's stopping you from doing that every day?
That I have to worry.
You have to worry.
To worry, yeah.
Why do you have to worry?
To protect myself. I see the system of like since everyone like since the beginning is like I've grown up with this system. I have to worry.
So you've grown up with the system that you have to worry.
Mm.
So letting go of that worry is of course going to be scary, isn't it? So what if you didn't let go of all the worry today, but you just let go of a part of the worry?
This is the thing. I think I have to do all the one time. And this is what makes me feel pressure. I can even feel it when I tell you it's like
That's difficult, isn't it?
yeah.
It's like moving out from your parents' home and going to a house for your first time on your own, and not knowing how to cook, not knowing how to clean, not knowing how to pay bills, not knowing how to do anything, and being chucked in the deep end. Some
Yeah.
people do go through that. Not everyone does. Most people learn how to cook when they're at home. Most
Mhm.
people learn how to clean when they're at home.
Yeah.
So they're going with skills.
Yeah.
So we can't expect someone, take me as an example, you can't expect me to know Italian just because you speak to me once, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect anyone to jump in fully and have a
Yeah.
conversation in Italian, would you?
Yeah.
It might be nice, and it would be nice to just switch overnight.
I'm seeing there really is this pressure of I have to do it now.
Right. So what if you didn't have to do it now, you only had to do a part of it now?
It feels kind.
There you go. There's no anxiety there, is there?
No.
And you feel that in the same place that the anxiety was,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you notice what we said about you can't feel two of the opposite emotions. You can't feel grateful and anxious at the same time.
Yeah.
You can feel that kindness
Yes.
where the anxiety once was.
Yes. Yes.
Now what's changed?
Yes, I feel it here. Like this.
Because the place is still the same.
Mm.
How you're viewing the situation has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah. This kindness thing is, I feel it like, it's huge.
It's
Like,
what?
It's huge
Okay.
because until now it's like I learn one thing, I understand one thing, integrity, I have to do it. I have to do fast, I have
Right.
have to move fast. Yeah.
And you want to go at your new pace, don't you?
Mm.
Which is partly structured,
Yeah.
partly flowing,
Yeah, it has to happen now.
but now it doesn't have to happen now, does it?
Yeah. Yeah. Like now it's like, okay, I'm learning, I'm getting there. It's like a process and you will never be perfect, and like, yeah, it's balance. And it can be unbalanced
There you
sometimes, but like, yeah, it feels like the release.
Right.
Because it doesn't have to be like that.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be like that at all, does it?
No, and I don't have to.
You don't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what's the problem?
Nada.
The English speakers, that means nothing.
Nothing. like it's just okay. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's there. It's like okay, but no pressure. Like
Which releases the pressure.
yeah, yes. It's the kindness part that it clicks. Like it really clicks on
There
me.
you go. So what if every morning you felt that kindness in your heart? Would that release the pressure?
Yeah. Yeah, because whatever happened, it doesn't have to be there now.
Yes. It doesn't have to be there
It's
now.
the thing you did that.
Yeah.
Like I keep like
Just like a puzzle.
yeah, like that.
And you don't get a puzzle out of the box fully made, do you?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that'd be a very boring
I
puzzle.
can be like that. No, it's not.
But sometimes you have to put piece
Yeah.
by piece
Yeah.
by piece
Exactly.
by piece.
And it's like hypnosis is slow, and you're disconnect from here when you do a puzzle.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to happen now because
Exactly.
you're like yeah, I see.
And everything's starting to make more sense, isn't it? And every day from this day forward, it will begin to just piece together like the puzzle, getting easier and easier and easier. There you go. There you go.
Like yeah,
All good?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what's the problem?
No problem.
It's not a problem.
Like I'm understanding things. They make so much sense for my bladder
Yes.
because it's the pressure and like I didn't see it before like that because like you release and you contain
Yes.
is what the bladder is doing wrong now to me. It's like it releasing the liquid and retaining the liquid, and
Yes.
this me doing it in my life, like flow control, and then creating an imbalance because I wasn't seeing.
There you go.
I wasn't seeing that.
And now it's just flow and control at the same time.
Yeah, exactly, I wasn't seeing that.
There you go. And now you're seeing it clearer, aren't you? That makes more sense. What was that?
This?
You're just gripping onto that, weren't you? That was just the body just grabbed onto that. What I just said, it just it literally grabbed onto it. Yeah.
Okay, it's like
But if anyone watched that, you literally watch her go, wow.
it's like
You know,
me.
when you want to hold on to something tight,
Yes, because I want to keep this information. I want.
you want to keep the information of the
Yeah.
flow and
Yeah.
the control.
Yeah.
Because you can have both. And that's very healthy, actually, to have both. And you actually know how to have both because you've done 100% of each side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's just about doing exactly what you did, just not as intense. So you don't actually have to change anything. It's actually going to be easier for you to do that.
Yeah. It's like even in my daily life, if in the morning I dedicate that time on myself, so there is this flow, and then I can do the stuff with more structure.
Mm-hmm.
And but even when I decide to do my thing in the flow, like meditating,
Mm-hmm.
I have to you have to plan them
Yes.
with structure.
Yes.
And I wasn't seeing that. I wasn't seeing that like I decide to plan them, to put structure on it. So
Well, because like you said, you can plan to meditate, but then meditation gets you into the flow.
exactly.
So you can actually plan to flow, and then you flow back to the plan,
Yeah.
and then it's working symbiotically together
Yeah.
versus against.
Oh my god.
There you go. Accept that.
Because I wasn't seeing it.
And now you're seeing it very clearly.
Yeah, like I was doing it, but I wasn't like. No, the thing I was rejecting all the control part because of course the pressure.
Yes.
But in reality, it was there. Like.
You already had what you needed. And it's like, it was like the oceans here in Playa del Carmen, where it was all covered in seaweed, and now it's like going to the Maldives, where it's just crystal clear water.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it's like, isn't it?
Yes.
Amazing.
I have to say this is crazy, the sensation when you put me on trance.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel in my body like it's like taking drugs. That's
the second time I've had someone say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's like when I take, it's like I go in this state of, and I feel my body going there. And so this is when I get scared because of my past experience with but then you bring me back.
Yes.
And it was like, okay, like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy. Muy loco.
Wow, like, and I kept feeling like moments when I was going down and then,
So sometimes you were in control, sometimes you were just letting yourself flow.
Yeah, and just when I was looking at you in your eyes, it was like, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, I put myself into trance as well sometimes by accident.
Oh, yeah?
But that helps me ask better questions.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not talking from ego. I'm talking about, I'm literally, I'll see myself and everything goes blurry and I'm like, I'm doing that as well.
Okay.
But that helps me help you or whoever I'm hypnotizing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What would you say to someone who's never been hypnotized?
You have to do it. Like,
and she's a hypnotherapist.
yeah, because I never did this kind of hypnosis.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely different. And I have so many understanding while you were speaking, like an answer, I couldn't even listen words, you know? And because I was in this state, no, it's completely different, but it's amazing. Yes.
Does it? Because what it reminds me of was when I did the mushrooms. It was like the answers were just there. They're just right in front of you somehow, and you're like,
yeah, exactly.
Why am I doing that?
It's the same. And to be honest with you, before starting the session, I was like, yeah, it's my relationship. I know it's that. It's not that. It's not. It can be the control, letting go thing. But it was maybe much more in general with my life, with the attitude I have in my life. And so I was surprised that the answers were different of what my mind wanted to say.
Well, that's why when I sit down I say, what's the problem? You said UTI. It wasn't even anything to do with that. It was to do with the flow of control.
Yeah. Yeah, but because it makes sense. Is the organ that does this.
Well, it's like people they'll speak to me that, I've got anxiety. I'm like, okay, cool, that's not the problem. The problem is, why is the anxiety there?
Okay, behind.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Feel good?
Thank you.
You're welcome.